Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
Everyone, I think a lot of you guys are probably extremely excited now that the official stats and details are revealed behind the upcoming Super Intelligent Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. This is one of those websites I typically like to use periodically on just kind of understanding the unit a little bit better. This is Sujidemiru Dokkan Battle. It's actually a very useful website on a deep dive analysis of the statistics and what kind of attack and defense stats you're looking at based on certain parameters. So that's pretty much the foundation of what I'll be talking about here. But let's go through, by the way, the just summary level of the information, right? So in terms of the leader skill, it's a grade 8 power category, key plus 3 HP attack and defense increase of 170%, or Shadow Dragon Saga category, key plus 3 HP attack and defense increase of 150%. And then for the passive skill, again, when I initially covered it this morning, it's a little bit confusing with the wording, but in terms of the counter mechanic ability, it should be active at all times. It's not necessarily restricted to the 9 turn, upon 9 turns from the start of battle type deal. So with that being said, you do have a base attack and defense boost of 200%, which is extremely substantial if you think about it. And then for the first 8 turns after appearing in the battle, key plus 4 additional attack and defense increase of 40%, and then effectively attacks against all types. Again, there is a secondary passive where, beginning with the 9th turn from the start of battle, high chance to effectively attack against all types. And the last piece of this is, again, the ability to counter at a high chance with tremendous power on enemy super attacks, basically. I did talk about the active skill a little bit. This is basically, you can activate it upon receiving 4 attacks. So it's a simplistic enough requirement where you shouldn't really struggle with that. And you'll be able to see the active skill in settings like Super Battle Road without any big issues, I don't think. And then the effect itself for the active skill will be for 1 turn, all enemies attack and defense minus 40%, and also increases attack and defense to self by 40%. Alright, so let's talk about some of the numbers here, right? In terms of the actual output from both an attack and defense standpoint, this is a nice little chart here, and it does break it down to no dupes, 1 dupes, and pretty much rainbow stats. Alright, so this is based on a normal state, and this is based on the activation state. Alright, so with that being said, attack is, with no dupes, about 2.8 million. With 1 dupe, you're looking at 3.16 million, and then with rainbow stats, you're looking at 3.64 million. This section right here is where the effective attack against all types is activated. It's a 1.5 times multiplier, so with that, you're looking at 4.2 million with no dupes, 4.74 million with 1 dupe, and then 5.46 million with rainbow stats. Defense is actually pretty good as well. Defense before initiating a move, so basically any units that are attacking before you are, with no dupes, you're looking at about 104,000 in defense. 1 dupe, you're looking at 129,000, and then rainbow stats, you're looking at right at 150,000, so pretty good overall. And then obviously the defense will become better once the once you make your unit decision, because some of the stuff in the passive skill will activate upon super attack or whatever. So with that being said, no dupes, you're looking at 156,000, 223,000 at rainbow stats. Now once you activate or use the active skill, you do get that boost of 40% toward attack and defense. So obviously this is where some of the changes come to play. With that being said, looks like attack with no dupes will improve to 3.93 million. With rainbow stats, you're looking at 5.1 million. And then with the effective attack against all types activated, you're looking at 5.9 million with no dupes, and then 7.7 million with rainbow stats. So obviously a very, very good offensive output. But not only that, your defense actually does improve along with that 40% boost to attack. You're looking at before making a move, or before acting, I guess is probably the best way to put it. 146,000 with no dupes in defense, and then 208,000 with the rainbow stats. And then after, you know, the unit does whatever, I don't know the right term for it, but no dupes, you're looking at 219,000 for defense and 313,000 for rainbow stats. So again, this is extremely very good unit based on, you know, what you're reading on paper. And in terms of the link skills, you're looking at the following here. So you have Super Saiyan at level 10, that's 15% to attack. Level 1 still at 10%. Shocking Speed, you obviously get Ki +2 level 1, and then at level 10 you'll get Ki +2, defense increase of 5%. Fuse Fighter at level 10, you're looking at Ki +2, attack and defense increase of 5%. Over in a Flash is Ki +3, attack increase of 7%. Kamehameha's attack increase of 10% upon activating a super attack. Fierce Battle is attack increase of 20%. And then GT is also Ki +2, attack and defense increase of 10%. So you see a lot of these interesting units where, you know, you're really, or not units, but a lot of opportunities to link up with various units where you could link up pretty well. So I think with that being said, it's you know, definitely very it's going to be a very interesting unit, I would say. That's probably the best way to put it. Now, if we go on to Datago4's website, I don't know if he has anything related to the newest leaks, but we can certainly take a quick look. All right, so let's see. Okay, so I think these are, I thought he might have like a further breakdown of this, but probably not. Yeah, it looks like he doesn't have one just yet for this. So I thought typically this guy is very good when it comes to like breakdowns and compatibilities with certain units, but it seems like he hasn't updated the page yet, so I'll have to come back to that. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much what you're looking at. I mean, a very productive unit. I mean, based on this guy, the leader skill ratings and sub ratings are extremely good, 9 out of 10, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, a lot of expectations are coming out of this. This is more or less a level 10 link skill breakdown of you know, within 8 turns and stuff like that. So it's kind of like further detailed information. This is actually quite nice because it'll give you the breakdown based on the types of leads you bring in. So you have your 70%, you know, 120%, 130, 50, 70, or is 170 is your max, you know, leader boost that you can provide in the game right now. So a lot of different parameters around it. Looks like these are probably the base stats without dupes, I'm guessing at this point. But yeah, you also increase your super attack multiplier by 5.55 times with the level 10 links, blah blah, and so on. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see how this unit plays out. You know, I'm actually quite curious as how to run this guy. You know, given the categories, which I thought I saw over here somewhere. I must have scrolled past it. Yeah, so category-wise, you're looking at Fusion, Shadow Dragon Saga, Kamehameha, Last Resort, and then the new Grade 8 power category. It's going to be interesting to, I mean, you'll be able to essentially run it with any category here, but yeah, it'll be a lot of fun in terms of, you know, how to team build and stuff like that. So, you know, that's pretty much the summary for this unit. Hopefully enjoyed some of the preliminary estimates on what to expect out of this unit in terms of both an offensive and defensive standpoint. And we'll see how the banner actually looks like with the featured units and whatnot. Alright, so again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later.